up. You already know. This is Peach. And I got to get my little setup together, honey, because it's a mess. Hold on. I feel rusty. I ain't been live in a good little minute. About a week. About 6 days. What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know. No, this is Peach. Come on. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. And I am having a class tonight. The tickets are on my website available for purchase. That class will be from 7 p.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need to move my chair up so then I can stop moving my blinds. Oh, whatever. Hey, y'all. Hey y'all, I am live everywhere. I look so motherfucking good. I look good, baby. 6 a.m. I've been like this since about 5. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Double tap the live. Go like this. Do that happen over here if y'all go like this? Did that work? Over here, touch my nose. I'm everywhere. What's up, dude? How you been? I look so cute. Sometimes I don't even be looking at what y'all write. I just be looking at myself like, ooh. I look so cute. I ain't gonna be no good. Motherfuckers, they want that wood. Fuck 'em all, I wish I could. They like that Peter good. I ain't no... That's sad. We was listening to that growing up. Hey, y'all. You glowing. I moisturize. That's all. Just moisturize my skin. So anyways, I am having a TikTok class tonight. Cost is $27.88. You guys can get your tickets online. Classes from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I told you guys before, all my prices going to be going up, 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 up. They're going to be going up, 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 up. The more money that I make, the more money that I save, my price is going up, okay? Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. They don't like me because I'm stuck up, up. Stuck, 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 stuck up. Yep, I'm real stuck up. I feel like I'm gonna put on some clothes today. I feel like I want to look cute. But the only issue is, girl, you ain't got no clothes. Girl, you ain't got no clothes. It's getting cold down here, like chilly, which I appreciate because I love me. I need to go in my storage unit. I love me jean and a cape. I love me one of those. All right. Hey, y'all. I wish I would have kept y'all in the other format. I got y'all over here in 16 by 9 format. And that's why you guys can only see this part of me. And I feel like I got y'all so far away, but yet it's still so close. Am I zoomed in? Is that what the issue is? Nope. It's just set up that way. So I regret that. Excuse me. Lesson learned. I'll keep y'all 9 by 16 next time. But for now, it's fine. Thank you so much. I agree. Thank you so much. How did my son like the school? You guys will see those videos. I have a bunch of videos. I literally got like 500, maybe 600 videos at this point that you guys have not seen. My storage is full on my phones. I'm transferring things over to my iPad. I have to work today. Like literally sit down and do some systematic work. Thank you so much. I love the weather as well. I only come live when I'm selling something. So the only reason I'm live right now is because I'm having a class tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. My goal is to sell 40 tickets during this live stream before I even leave my house for the day. Thank you so much. What's wrong with being a step grandma? I don't play the step nothing. So if y'all see my post, y'all didn't see it over on YouTube. I got to bring it to YouTube. But I made a Facebook post letting them know that I'm instilling in my kids. I'm teaching my kids, aka I'm instilling it in them while they're young, to never date anybody that already got kids, because I'm not going to be no step grandma. I don't give a fuck if you love her. If you fall in love with somebody and they got kids, don't think their kids coming to my house, okay? The only kids can come to my house is my biological grandkids. All that outside of stuff. So I want to make sure I program that into their brains now while they're young. I'm also going to teach them to not have children out of wedlock and see where people come from. But that's something important. Me and Gregory was talking about that when we was out of town. I was like, somebody asked me a great question. Because y'all know I don't like nobody kids but mine. So that has been like the topic. Y'all know how girls like to make whatever I say that's negative a thing. So the new thing is, how can Peach McIntyre only like her kids? They act like they so slow. It's simple. I don't like nobody kids but mine. If I ain't pushing my, fuck them, right? We've had this conversation numerous times over the years, and that's the way I wholeheartedly feel. My heart just not big enough to love something that's not for me. I would never be a foster parent. I would never adopt a child. I won't even adopt a dog. I'm lying because Amazing want a dog, but he gonna have to be new. I wouldn't adopt a dog. Got to be a brand new, fresh baby, puppy dog that we can train up. I don't give a fuck about you hoes sending me angry faces over here on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're upset that I don't give a fuck about nobody kids but mine. That's the issue. Y'all be trying to give a fuck about everybody kids but yours. Some of y'all kids need new shoes right motherfucking now. But because you want to prove to a nigga that you love him, you bought kids for his shoes for his motherfucking kids instead of your own. Be taking care of everybody kids good, but your kids bad. I don't fuck with you hoes, and that ain't gonna never be me. I don't give a fuck about nobody kids but mine. If it was one candy bar in a bucket, my kid ain't gotta split it. This for you, get it. That's how I feel. Now, if you love the kids, that's you, bitch. I ain't trick daddy. Peach don't love the kids. Peach love her kids. So y'all make it something big and something you want to be angry about. But I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I really truly feel that way. And if everybody gave a fuck about their own kids, the world would be a better place. Imagine if my mama would have gave a fuck about me. Right? So, anyways, when Gregory and I was talking, somebody asked a good question from that status of me saying I don't like no kids. I just like my kids. They was like, everybody, wow, everyone subscribed. Girl, I wouldn't give a fuck. All y'all could go. Y'all could go. I wouldn't give a fuck. It's 133 of y'all over here watching me anyways. All 133 of y'all could unmotherfucking subscribe. You know what's gonna happen? As long as 1,000 stay, I still get paid because you hoes still gonna watch. You still gonna watch. You understand? You can all unfollow me. You can all unsubscribe. I promise you, it's 1,000 people in the world that agree with me. They ain't playing step a motherfucking thing. Step mama, step grandma, step grandpa. They ain't playing a step motherfucking thing. And they gonna stay. And I'm gonna keep posting. And when I keep posting, you hoes that don't like me gonna keep watching. Because you like to get mad. All right? So anyways, back to what we doing over here. So y'all seen I made that status. Y'all didn't see it over on TikTok, but everyone else saw it. I forgot to put it on TikTok. I was busy. But anywho, somebody asked me a good question. They was like, if you don't like nobody kids but yours, what about when you have grandkids? And I say, I'm gonna like my grandkids. My grandkids, they come from me. They're mine. As long as they're biologically my grandkids, I will like them. I will deal with them. I will take them to Disney World. I will bake cookies and biscuits with them. I'm gonna be a great grandma. We're gonna be on the farm. I'm gonna be teaching them how to ride horses and shit. But if my children dated people with children, them not my grandkids. They can't come to my house. Mm-mm. Also, if my children made children with people who already got children, I don't give a fuck. They can't come to my house. So me already understanding that that's how I am. When they gave me that question, I thought about it. I was like, oh, I got to start explaining this to all my children right now while they're young. I have to instill it in their brains. I have to drill it in their brains. Do not date anybody with kids. Do not have kids out of wedlock. If you can't see yourself with a future with her, do not screw her. And my daughter too. Don't screw her. Because I'm not playing nobody's step grandma. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I want that to be drilled in their heads. I want that even if they do decide to date somebody with children already, they already understand they children can't come to my mama house. The way my mama heart set up, she don't love nothing that's not from her. She don't feed the homeless. She don't give a damn. She is not gonna love your baby. Your baby can't come to my mama house. So if they already know that, when we get ready to cross that bridge, they'll say, you know what? I'm just going to swim. I don't need to cross that bridge. That is the goal. Now, if they do the opposite and they decide they love single moms and they want to be a single mama hero, that's fine. We just won't have a relationship. That's going to be my deal breaker. Unless God reach down and touch my heart. I really doubt he will. I think my message is clear and it's better for the community. Imagine if people only made kids with people that they were married to and they stay together for life. Imagine if we didn't have any teen parents. Anybody just out here screwing just to screw because it's cool, and then they have babies with people that they don't even like. And the way that the daddy feel about the mama is how he typically shows up about for the child, and the way that the mama feel about the daddy is the way that she typically loves the child. The world would be a better place. So I feel like my ideology is great. You might not like it because you're a single parent and you wish somebody would come love you and them little bastards of yours. But my kid won't. That's the goal. My goal is for my kids not to. Any questions? Anybody need me to elaborate? Anybody have a grievance and they want to have a debate? Because it made complete sense to me. Imagine if my kids don't date single moms. Imagine if my kids only have kids with who they married to. Imagine if their partner has the same belief system as them and they make their marriage work and they stay together for life. And they have their own biological kids. They don't adopt nobody. Also, I was talking to my husband about it, right? I was like, I've seen this with my own two eyes, even in my family. We got a lot of people in my family that ain't blood related to us. And I always be like, that's so dumb. That's not even your real cousin. It's not your cousin. I think slavery is why people like feel like everybody should be treated like family. Everybody should not be treated like family. The way I grew up, they treat outsiders good and family bad. My mama feed the homeless. But if we're having a barbecue and the family didn't chip in, they can't dip in wailing voice. You don't chip in, you can't dip in. But you will go feed a homeless motherfucker that you don't know. To me, that's stupid. I will feed family. Now, I don't fuck with my family. My family is only my household. But back in the day, I would feed family. Fuck the homeless. The homeless could get food stamps. I don't care about them. The homeless could go eat at a food kitchen. I don't care about them. But my family that I know is hungry, I care about you. My doors are open. What do you want? I got extra food stamps. Here you go. I could do for family. So for me, I feel like that's a part of my belief systems. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen cousins who aren't biologically ours be treated like cousins and family whole life, and then they grow up and they go find a real family and they don't fuck with us no more. Which I don't blame them because my family was fucked up anyways. I don't fuck with them either. But still, imagine that. Imagine if you want to love that little outside child, let that child stay with her crackhead ass mammy and then foster care and stuff. And then when that hoe grew up and said, hey, I'm going to be with my real family, that hoe would have been with them. You could have put that energy that you put into her into who? Oh, me. Me. Or another kid that was biologically yours. So that's where my idea comes from. I don't want a village of people that ain't no kin to me. I want a village of nothing but people that come for me. Even when we think about my daddy, right? So my daddy has 22 alleged children. He hasn't swabbed all of them, me included. But one of my sisters that I thought was my sister for like 30 years, she got a swab at like 30 something and found out that my daddy, her daddy, ain't her daddy. His best friend was her daddy. So that's why I say alleged, all right? So we don't know who his biological kids are and who his biological kids aren't. He didn't do DNA tests. But he was a sorry daddy. We have people on the streets. I even had somebody come up to me, one of my baby daddy friends, my husband, his friends, came up to me and was like, I don't appreciate that shit you said about your daddy. Your daddy was good people. I said, fuck nigga. Fuck you and him, fuck nigga. The truth is, he was good to you, and you're not even his kid. He wasn't good to me. He wasn't good to me. So fuck you and fuck him. Fuck nigga. Like, that's the thing. It's so many men, and y'all can think about it. Think about your deadbeat ass baby daddy. He's good to other people's kids. He's not good to your kid. Imagine if he only gave a fuck about kids that were his. Wouldn't the world be a greater place? Wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm starting to make sense now, huh? Yeah. So that's the message. The message is I don't like nobody. I don't like kids. I only like my kids. I only like people in my house. That's it. For those of you who don't get it, you're choosing not to get it because I'm making it as simple as possible. If I had to pick between saving your child or saving my child, I'm saving my child. If I had to pick between my child being full or splitting the food between my child and your child so that neither one of them go hungry, I'm going to let my child be full. I'm going to say, fuck your kid. Boy, you better eat all your food. You don't got to share where they mammy at. Tell them to call their mammy. You got a mammy, they got a mammy. Quite simple. My belief system isn't feeding the world, saving the world, or taking care of the world. My belief system is waking up to take care of my children. Nobody has to care about my children because I care. But for y'all to be in the comments that say, well, you don't give a fuck about nobody's kids. I don't give a fuck about your kids. Duh. They don't even need you to give a fuck. They have a mama that gives a fuck. They have a daddy that gives a fuck. If everybody, and even if Wood didn't give a fuck, because we don't went through that, I still cared. I gave a fuck. Imagine if we made the standard where everybody gave a fuck about their own kids. Then we would have no orphans. Somebody said, what about orphans? Imagine if the orphan mammy gave a fuck, the orphan wouldn't be an orphan. What you gonna say? Well, the mama died in a car crash. Well, that's when they go to people who don't got kids. My love, my energy, my money, my time is reserved for my children. You are what's wrong with this world. Have the day you deserve. It's gonna be a great day. You the same person that told everybody to unsubscribe, and then you still proving my point. I said all 131 of you guys over here could unsubscribe. I would still make money because a dumb bitch like you still gonna watch. Here we are about how many more minutes later? How long I been on here? I'm gonna say we about 7 minutes later, and you're still here watching. I still make the money. I still make the money. There's others who agree with me. They're listening to what I say and they're realizing, oh, this don't really sound so bad. She's actually right. If my baby daddy cared about my kids and I cared about my kids, our life would be so different. I wouldn't be looking for a man to come play stepdaddy. It wouldn't be necessary if, regardless of if me and the daddy was together or not, if he gave a fuck. But truth is, he don't give a fuck. So I'm hoping and praying that I could catch a dummy. And my sons won't be the dummy for you or your daughters. Won't be it, won't be it, won't be it. My advice to the other women in the world is to teach your children these same belief systems if you agree. If you don't agree, then hey, it will help in single motherhood because they will give a fuck about their children, what's biologically theirs. They should care. All that orphan stuff, I don't need an orphanage. I'm able to have my own kids. Orphan, in my opinion, orphanages and adoptees, that's for people who can't have biological kids. They got the love in their heart to do it. Imagine if you can't have kids. You want a kid so bad, you can't do it. God made them to be adoptive parents and foster parents. That's my opinion. If I could hump and make my own babies, I don't need yours. The fuck? That's stupid. I don't I don't want nothing that don't come from me. The motherfuckers grow up and turn on you. Just think about it. This is why I be like, people are so slow. I can't really for those of you who haven't already realized, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. So talking to average motherfuckers is hard for me because a lot of y'all are slow. And I'm saying it as nice as I could possibly say it. They're slow. Y'all, some of y'all watching me right now, you're slow. So you can't grasp the concepts that I'm stating. The fact that you would have your own children, and children are expensive. Not only are they expensive financially, but they're expensive even when it comes to time. To raise whole children, you have to pour into your children. Having children and deciding to be a great parent, an excellent parent, requires sacrifice. You got to be selfless to be a parent. Your children need your time. They need your money. They need your wisdom. They need your love and affection. Your children need all that. How you going to give all that to your motherfucking children and then go even give it to some children that ain't come from you? It's kind of like this. I want some of y'all to think about your childhood. When your mama was entertaining them niggas, she ain't had time for you. One of my friends that's a deadbeat mama, the other day, if you watching this video, her use a deadbeat. She was up there making some food, and that was good. But then right after that, she put how she was making the food, how her kids sent her a video of it. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's a meme going around of the mama making us. I don't want to say it was spaghetti, but I don't know what kind of food. It's a boy pretending like he a black mom. It's like how black mamas be cooking for their man after not feeding their children in 6 months. So you gonna go 6 months without cooking dinner for your kids, but because you fucking on a new man, now all of a sudden you got the energy. You got the energy to cook now because you cooking for that man. Imagine if your mama didn't chase niggas. Follow me. Imagine if your mama didn't chase niggas. Imagine if your mama cooked every night because she just supposed to cook because she your mama and she love y'all and she love giving y'all home cooked meals instead of oodles of fucking noodles. Then you wouldn't be a feeding empty little tummy kind of kid. Imagine if you did that for your kids right now. Then your kids wouldn't be a feeding empty little tummy kind of kid where they got to eat a bag of noodles because you're chasing. Imagine that. Imagine that. So you kind of can follow me, right? You understand how much energy it takes, how much sacrifice it takes to raise a child and love your children and be there for your children. It's hard. Every day you're battling, do I want to do this for myself or do I want to go ahead and do this for them? A lot of times when we're not excellent parents, what we want to do for self wins. Me in the casino. Casino is winning what I wanted to do for myself because it made me feel like I was doing it for us. If I win $1 million, then I could do this for us. But truth is, I was being a horrible, neglectful mom. And when I say horrible, neglectful mom, I wasn't neglecting them as far as a roof over their head, food in their mouth. We always had that kind of stuff. I'm saying the same energy that I need in order to be an excellent parent. I need to be there reading them books. I need to be helping with homework. I need to be present in the moment and not thinking about the casino, etc. Right? It takes a lot of energy. I don't have that much energy to get to nothing that don't come from me. I don't give a fuck about it. So for me, I can't see me ever adopting a child. That would never be on my list. I will never be a foster parent. Never. If I ran the group home, it would be strictly for money. I might run a group home in the future. We would treat everybody real nice because we want the money. I do business. I don't do things like that because I just got a big heart. You'll find people who are great adoptive parents and foster parents are those who can't have children. They have the love to give, or those who have been foster children themselves. I wasn't. See that? They have the empathy. They can feel that same emotion because they have the same experience or similar. I wasn't no motherfucking foster kid. So for me, does that make sense, or does anybody need me to elaborate or explain differently? My goal is to sell 37 tickets. I'm 40 tickets to my TikTok class tonight. But we're going to utilize this as a teaching moment. The sooner you realize that everybody in the world isn't the same and everybody in the world isn't supposed to be the same, the better you will be. My heart and your heart are not the same. It never will be. I have no goals to be like y'all. I don't want to go feed the homeless. The motherfuckers choose to be homeless. Most of them on crackheads. Well, they were World War III veterans. Okay, they need to go take their ass down there to get their VA benefits. They need to go to rehab. I'm not going to feed them. Where they food stamp card at? I'm not doing it. I always thought my mama was stupid for feeding the homeless when she could feed her cousin. I always thought it was stupid. Why we got to chip in for Thanksgiving dinner and you feed homeless? That don't make sense. If you could feed the homeless, you could feed your family. That don't make sense. Anybody need me to elaborate? Anybody need more examples? I'm not saying I won't feed the homeless, but I haven't. Then you don't feed the homeless, ho. If you haven't done it, you don't feed it. You talking about I haven't, I won't, I'm not saying I won't do it, but you haven't done it, bitch. You don't feed the homeless. You don't feed the homeless. It's not in your heart. And that is okay. You do know it's okay if you don't feed the homeless. Not feeding the homeless don't make you a bad person. Not feeding your motherfucking kids do. You understand? Not feeding your kids would make you a bad person. Not feeding the homeless. You don't know them. You don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them. Your kids, you owe them everything. Your kids owe you nothing. Your kids didn't ask to be here. You brought them here anyways. So what if the man lied to you? You still brought them here. So you owe your children everything. Children owe you nothing. Even when they grow up and become successful, they owe you absolutely nothing. None of my kids owe me anything. None of them. I owe them everything. Now, when they become adults, they have to take responsibility for their own lives. And even where I fucked up at, you grown now, you got to fix it. But I already acknowledge, apologize, make a plan of change, and work that plan of change. All right. Not her cousin. What cousin? That's how she feels about herself, unfortunately. What I feel about myself, I really like myself. I'm very confident. I just feel like I make the most sense. I really have lived real life. I've really experienced a lot. It's some of y'all right now. Perhaps you're watching me and you were an adoptive mom or dad. And them kids done grew up and they don't give a fuck about you. All they want to do is find a real mama. That crackhead bitch left you by a dumpster. And you want to go find her? Some of y'all had the best step parents in the world. Me and Will was just talking about this last night. Some of y'all had the best step parents in the world. Your daddy abandoned your mama, bitch. He went off and he played daddy to every other bitch kids. He never played daddy to you, ho. And now you about to get married. And you want that deadbeat ass daddy to walk you down the aisle instead of the step daddy that stepped up? You see? Being a step parent don't have a lot of great rewards. Because people long to know where they came from. It's rare where you meet a real nigga like me. I'm as real as this motherfucking get. I love my stepdaddy. I love my stepdaddy more than I love my parents. Nigga, you stepped up and took care of 3 kids that wasn't motherfucking yours. You the flyest nigga I ever met. You the coolest nigga I ever met. I done bought him a car. People wouldn't do that. That ain't your daddy. Why would you buy your daddy a car? That ain't your daddy. Why you giving him money? Give me the money. So that's my belief system. But I'm really a cool person. I'm the realest bitch you ever gonna meet. All right, it be like that. Look at Keisha Cole. She loved her mama that left her and didn't care. Yeah, and that hoe still did her dirty. Frankie still did you dirty, Keisha. Now you more fucked up. Imagine getting hurt not once, not twice, but 153 times, bitch. Because of Frankie. Imagine if you would have left that crackhead hoe where she was. Now, some of y'all gonna be mad and say, bitch, is Frankie dead? Don't say, I don't give a fuck. The truth is still the truth. A spade is still a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. It might be ugly, but it's the truth. So I want you guys to start looking at things from that perspective. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You don't have to. We're all different. But please understand what I just said. We're all different. I'm more of a realist. The only person I love and forgive is my family that live in my house. I love and forgive my husband because I know we come from something so fucked up. I love and forgive my children because they're children. But other than that, don't be dropping your cash up over here, baby. If we're going to beg for Peach. I ain't even beg this whole live stream. I ain't even make a sale. Let me get rid of you. Hold on. Man, let me drop your motherfucking cash app. We're going to hit a cash app. It'll be mine. All right, anyways, any questions for me? Shit not funny. It might not be funny to you. It's funny to me. The truth is always funny. It's ugly and it hurts, but it's funny. How you think comedians tell jokes? They tell jokes and you be laughing at the truth. They be talking about how their daddies was crackheads. You be like, bitch, the daddy really was a crackhead. You laughing at their pain. It just turned pain into comedy. So truth is always funny. For somebody. It might not be funny for you while you living it. But as soon as you get out of it, I promise you look back and you can laugh. All right? Right, a hit dog always holler. Any other questions for me, guys? Yes, it doesn't matter what happened. They still want to know something about their parents. Exactly. So people long to know about their biological parents. Even me, like I know where we come from because as I grew up, I started to have questions like a normal person. I'm so happy I'm not dumb like some of y'all. A lot of y'all, I'm trying to find a kind way. A kind way to say this would be a lot of you have experienced so much trauma. TikTok, you're about to die. We're gonna end y'all. Y'all gotta go. But a lot of y'all, my phone about to die. When I say about to die, I'm on 2%. A lot of y'all have experienced so much trauma that, let me delete that. That's how much I don't give a fuck about it, right? They're gonna all try to screen record it and make it videos. They probably still will come over here and make videos, but then I'll own them. Um, I'm a content creator, but I could do this off the top of my head. I could delete videos and not care. That's how good I am at my job. But a lot of y'all have experienced so much trauma that you guys don't like to remember. You can't. You can't remember because you have to forget about your past because it was so bad. Versus somebody like me, I'm an elephant. I love to remember. That's my favorite thing to do in this world is remember, right? So I remember being a child. I remember being my first memory started at 3. I remember being a teenager. I remember being in my 20s. I remember those questions, wanting to know all the answers and why this happened and why that happened, etc. So the fact that I can remember, I'm able to tell the truth about certain feelings. Oh, the truth done broke this charger. It's always gonna break a charger, boy. I'm able to remember those things, like when I was longing to know where I come from, know more about my family, etc. That is a natural human thing. People are going to yearn, to know where they come from. Children are going to yearn to know why their parents abandoned them. You could tell them your mama was a crackhead, left you in a motherfucking trash can, just like on Losing Isaiah. And they will still want to know their crackhead ass mama that left them in the trash can. And granny, your mom could get sober, like Halle Berry did in Losing Isaiah, and she could get you back and y'all could have a great relationship. That's what the movies show. But the truth is, y'all gonna have to work through all of those things. You're gonna be triggered and you're gonna have to work through all of those things. Now imagine as somebody who adopted a child and raised them from the time they found them in a motherfucking trash can left by their crackhead mammy strung out on motherfucking drugs. If y'all hoes ain't watched Losing Isaiah, go watch it. Go watch Losing Isaiah. That used to be one of my favorite movies. I thought that was so dumb. That hoe ain't deserve that baby back. Bitch, you left him in the trash can. That hoe ain't deserve that baby back. That white lady loved that crackhead baby. In the beginning, she felt sorry for the baby, and the baby was pitiful. This crackhead ass baby. Then eventually, while that baby in that NICU recovering, she started to love on that baby. This is why I can't watch movies. See, y'all watch movies and y'all just watch them. I keep telling y'all, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm autistic, allegedly. I took a test, but wasn't formally diagnosed by a neurologist that told me that I most likely have autism. For those of you who don't know, the story went something like this. I tried to get Gregory diagnosed with ADHD so we can keep his 504 plan. And the doctor giving him a test, and Gregory answering the questions, and I'm answering the questions too. Gregory saying no, and I'm saying, of course, that's normal. Gregory, how you don't do that? You don't do that. So you don't do that, Gregory. And him and the doctor both looking at me like, bitch, no, we don't do that. There's something wrong with you, ho. And the doctor was like, Mom, I want to give you a quiz. I tell the story all the time. And she gave me a little 100-question quiz. And out of the 100 questions, it was like 2 or 3. I believe it was 3, if my memory serves me correctly, that I got wrong. The other 97, I answered like a person with autism. So she said, I think you have undiagnosed autism, and I can give you some medicine. And I was like, I don't need no autism. I mean, no medicine. I don't got autism. I'm smart. And she was like, having autism doesn't mean that you're not smart. Autism is a spectrum. It's a big old spectrum. Think of it like a rainbow. And you have some people that are at the bottom of the rainbow, aka the spectrum. Then you have some people that are in the middle, and here, and then you have some people that's all the way on the other side, like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Albert Einstein. I said, hold up. So you telling me I'm a genius? I'm a genius. She said, I did not say that. I said, yes, you did. Everybody you just named are geniuses, so I'm a genius. And she was like, no, no, listen, no, I did not say. I said, yes, you did. I'm a genius. I'm actually smarter than you. And then I walked off. And she was just like, and I took that to heart. I really realized that, like, the more and more that I realized, like, I do have autism. That's why I'm able to capture information the way that I'm able to, the way I'm able to remember things like other people can't. Like, I real deal can remember sounds, smells, dates, exactly what everybody in the room had on. I thought everybody could do that. I later learned that everybody can't do that. It's because I'm a genius, and I'm a genius because I have autism. And the whole time I thought Choice got an autism from Wood. It came from me. So I'm able to see through all the bullshit. I don't have to do the normal human stuff. I don't have to do it. It's dumb. And I'm able to see through all the bullshit. So anyways, when I watch movies, which is rare, I don't really do it anymore. But when I watch them, I don't look at a movie how y'all look at a movie. Y'all look at things on a surface level. Y'all just watching a movie. No difference than the Tyler Perry situation, right? Y'all looking at a movie, just at a movie, like, and y'all crying about stupid shit. The fuck we crying about this whole for? This whole robbing a motherfucking man. Her baby died! You didn't know her baby died to the end of the movie, bitch. Y'all already on Facebook talking about how y'all feel sorry to go. This stupid bitch. So it's like, I look at things at a whole different level than the average person. So even when we go back to losing Isaiah, if you're 80s babies, 90s babies, maybe, then you know losing Isaiah. That was played all the time in the black households. For those of you who haven't seen it, I recommend you go see it. Now, the message in the movie was beautiful. Crackhead got sober. Her and the white mom learned to work together for Isaiah's sake. But in the real world, I would have not gave that crackhead bitch back her baby. That crackhead bitch left that baby in a trash can for dead. She thought he was dead. Didn't get sober till she went to motherfucking prison. Then in prison, that hoe should have been in jail. Bitch, you tried to kill. You threw the back. That bitch should have been in jail. So my thought process, even as a kid, she was on drugs. Being on drugs not an excuse. If I get on drugs and I go commit a crime, guess what? They're going to still put me in motherfucking jail. If I go hit a crack pipe and then I go do something to everybody in the house, y'all hoes going to be on the internet saying I need to go to jail. Y'all not going to be saying, well, she's on crack. Crackheads deserve to go to motherfucking jail. That hoe should have went to jail for attempted murder. That's what she should have did. But you see how y'all think? She was on drugs. So why would you give a bitch that tried to kill you when you was on drugs back her baby? Tried to kill a baby when she was on drugs back her baby. Why? What if she get triggered and go hit a crack pipe again and do the same thing? Y'all know I have a compulsive gambling addiction. All it takes is one visit to the casino. I can go to the casino anytime I want to go. I banned myself, but I can still go up in there. People be in there all the time that banned themselves. Have on a mask, have on some glasses, have on a hat, wrap my hair like I'm a mama. I could do all that. Now y'all gonna be saying, Peach has been sneaking to the casino and discuss. No, I have not. But seriously, I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of my life. It ain't no just because you quit for a year, it's over. No, at any moment, I literally could risk it all. That impulsiveness that's gonna be in me for the rest of my life. I ain't on no motherfucking drugs. You wish. I ain't never did drugs a day in my life, bitch. I don't have to do drugs to cope. I can deal with reality. All right, I'm gonna charge my phone though. So I can go back live. I'm leaving home at 8. Anyways, the purpose of me being live this morning was to sell tickets, but it turned into a lesson, a teaching lesson for many of you guys. And for some of y'all so happy. Y'all gonna make some money making content about me. Yeah, you poor whores. Now you guys can go shopping for Black Friday. You're welcome. I'm good at my job. I'm so good at my job that I feed thousands of people who otherwise would be broken, starving, qualifying for feeding empty little tummy bags. But thanks to Peach, the phenomenal one, they now have content. They now have content that'll carry them for about a week and a half, maybe even a month. You're welcome. So good at my job, all right? Any questions about what I said? Anybody need me? For those of you who are confused, it's okay. I'm a genius. Peach McNTYRE is a genius. I'm a genius. And the beautiful part about me being a genius is that I can go from the penthouse and I can bring it down to whatever level you're on. Don't be an adult dummy where you're still acting like the little girl or the little guy in class when the teacher said anybody has questions and your dumb ass had about 10, but because you were so ashamed that people would pick on you, you didn't say nothing. You was like, and now you still grown going through life not knowing what's going on. If you cannot comprehend, it's okay. I can bring it down. Right now you have the opportunity, and I won't call you a dummy. I'll only call you a dummy if you don't take advantage of the opportunity. I can bring it down and I can explain it a different way. I am a phenomenal teacher. I can explain it a different way for you to get it before you go. I don't want you thinking about this all day and you're confused when I can help you understand it now from the horse's mouth. It's not a I think, it's a I know. How do you buy a ticket to my class? On my website, wakeupwithpeach.com. My class for tonight's TikTok class is $27.88. All right. Wakeupwithpeach.com. Wakeupwithpeach.com. What is SCAD? SCAD is a college. It stands for Savannah College of Art and Design. So it's pretty much an art school. If your child is into art, animation, fashion, movies, I'm trying to think of some more stuff that they offer. Web design, television, performing arts. They have all of that stuff. Singing, doing Broadway. If your child wants to do Broadway dance, it's basically an art school. When is class? I missed the beginning. So my class will be tonight, Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, from 7 p.m. until 8 p.m. Thank you. You getting blocked. Won't do all that over here. We're going to report your comment. We're going to report it for selling and promoting restricted items. We're going to say you're selling drugs, other drugs. Submit. And then we're going to go ahead next, and then we're going to block you. There you go. You will never come back over here. All right. I just don't understand why you're so cocky. The Lord will give and take it away, and then he'll give it back to me. Give it back to me. He'll give it back to me. Oh, yeah. God is a redeemer. God is a redeemer. God is a redeemer. Redeemer. I know you're mad because you humble. I know you're mad because you don't have confidence. You're insecure. You're not smart either. I know you're mad. I know you're mad. Listen, but God is a redeemer. I said, God is a redeemer. So I'ma stay cocky, confident, and arrogant. I love my job. You're supposed to be cocky. You're supposed to be confident. And I'll even go on to say you're supposed to be arrogant. It's okay to be the best. It's okay to strive for excellence. These fake ass Christians will be mad when you're confident, cocky, arrogant, and they will tell you to Be humble. Sit down. Kendrick Lamar tricked all you dumb assholes. Y'all some dumb assholes. Listen, Kendrick Lamar said, be humble. Sit down. Then that bitch made a song called They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. Wah, 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 wah. Hold on. I thought you said be humble. Humble people wouldn't be saying they not like us, because to be not like us, don't you gotta be like the shit? Ain't that song talking about how you the best? Say Drake. Ain't you better than Drake? Then he proved that he was better than Drake. I thought he needed to be humble. He was telling y'all dumbasses to sit down and be humble. He's not humble. Y'all so dumb. Y'all are so dumb. Y'all let people trick y'all all the time. Now you're dealing with somebody who's literally being who they are. Off camera, on camera. Even when I'm sad, even when my confidence is shattered, I have displayed it. You guys got to watch me lose it all multiple times and get it back. You got to see me at my lowest. You got to know who my weakness is, my husband. And you talking about, why you so cocky? Why shouldn't I be? Why shouldn't I be? I'm a real life. Y'all are silly as fuck. Stop letting people trick y'all. You're supposed to be confident. Do you know if you're cocky, it's not hurting anybody? Because they can be cocky too. It's literally a choice. You can choose and wake up and say, I'm phenomenal. I'm the shit. I'm her in real life. You could big yourself up and you can really believe it, and you could get whatever you want. You could live the life of your dreams just by being confident and cocky. Pete, you really did. You put peace. I like that. I like your typo, peace. I like that. But he said you really did the devil's work. No, I didn't. This is how poor motherfuckers gotta think. I'm so happy I grew up in the hood. I'm so grateful for my upbringing. It used to hurt and I used to didn't understand it. And then as I got older, I acquired wisdom. Wisdom is this: it all works together. People who are insecure, they gotta blame the devil. It's kind of like what Rod Rave say in his song. It's exactly what he says. When he say, when he make it to the top, I can't think of the words verbatim right now. Somebody in the comments help me out. But they gotta go tell them that you did voodoo. You gotta go tell grandma that I'm doing voodoo, or that I sold my soul to the devil because I made it out. People gotta tell themselves those things because they still stuck. So it's like a coping mechanism for you poor motherfuckers. See, you're poor. You're still stuck in the ghetto. You don't believe that you can get out of the ghetto. When I say, yes, you can, everything I've done, you could do it too. Everything that I have, you can have. Not only that, but you could be better than me. You don't gamble. You could buy your house faster than me. You don't gamble. Your husband and children want to do social media with you. You guys can be light years ahead of me. But because your belief system is that it's not possible, the only people who are successful are those who sell their souls to the devil. That's what your dumb ass try to come trick me into believing. My soul hasn't been sold to the devil. I actually do the Lord's work all the time, even on this live stream. I've done the Lord's work on this motherfucker. I even teach people, men and women, who will say men, how to fish. I literally could have started my own business, bringing people into social media underneath me, giving them a percentage of their earnings, just like record labels. But instead, I set his people free. I love that. So, anyways, when people say, oh, you're the devil or you're doing the devil's work, really what they're saying is, I'm insecure. I can't do what you do. I am jealous. So I have to lie to myself and tell myself she works for the devil and the devil gives blessings too. All of her success comes from the devil. Even though she don't go fuck nobody children, nobody husband, she don't steal. She not out here making crazy kind of content. She take care of her kids, not nobody else's. This should be a joke. But I grew up like that. I grew up with people. I always blame y'all grandmas, your grandmammies, and your mammies. Your grandma, the matriarch of the family, had that same belief system, and it just trickled on down. Those generational curses aren't generational curses. It's just a bunch of dumb motherfuckers surrounded by other dumb motherfuckers who all share the same belief system. So your grandma, every time somebody got blessed, oh, the devil give it and take it away. She thinks y'all that car gonna get repoed. I can't stand Shirley. Shirley thinks she better than somebody. Watch God gonna take that car away. Your grandma was praying for the devil to intervene. I'm be a great pastor. All right, any questions for me? Don't let people trick you. If you're not where I'm from, this part of social media will be hard. You'll start to question, God, did I sell my soul to the devil? No, bitch, them hoes is lazy and jealous. Them bitches is lazy and jealous. My work ethic is impeccable. The way that I will grind for my family is admirable. Those hoes are lazy and jealous. And that's why they're still in the projects. All right. Anyways, telling themselves, it ain't where you live, it's how you live. Imagine, I used to believe that. I said I got to do an apology video. I always talk about it on my live streams. My grandma taught me that my whole life. It ain't where you live, it's how you live. It ain't where you live, it's how you live. I made a video. It has 1 million views. And I told people it's not where you live, it's how you live. Until I started living different and I realized, yeah, where you live matters. Where you live matters. It's where you live and how you live. Where you live matters. We talked about that numerous times. Anyways, different types of family and parents. Our parents not the same as anywhere else. Sound crazy, but true. I don't know what you're talking about. I need more context. All right, a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Yep. But it's okay. They need me. So now they're going to think about this all day. They're going to get angry. She called us dumb. She called us poor. They're going to get angry. And the beautiful thing about anger is sometimes you got to get angry in order to change. I had to get angry with my rent office filing an eviction on me for being 12 days late in order for me to seriously start thinking, it's time for me to stop gambling. I had to get angry. Anger is a good thing. I'm happy you're angry this morning. All right. Let me see. Yep, my website is wakeupwithpeach.com. My TikTok class tonight, we're going to cover editing on TikTok, TikTok Shop, TikTok Go. Post my TikTok Go video today. TikTok Go, TikTok Live incentive bonus, all those things. Did it make you buy a house with all of your wealth? Nope. Don't own a home. I don't own a home. I don't own a home. All right. My grandmother and daddy built and founded a church. We lived in a big house. My grandma not profit, non. I'm gonna assume you meant non. Created generational wealth. Now I think of it, he was scheming. Yep, he was scheming. He was a crook. I've worked in nonprofits. Y'all keep forgetting I'm a genius. I love my life. I swear to God I do. All right, I'm about to get ready to wrap this up. I got to be up here by 8. I'm going to have about 15 more minutes to go live on TikTok. The gambling shit is a cop-out. You don't have nothing to show for all the money you made selling your soul because you have a very poor mindset. So, Nene, I didn't sell my soul. That's not true. But I will say gambling is a sin. And I understand now even more why it's a sin. Because I lost so much. Gambling is not a cop-out. It's a reality. I real deal gambled my fortune. And that's okay. I am 5 months bet-free. The goal is to be 1 year bet-free. And after 1 year, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I might decide I'm not gambling for the rest of my life. Or I might decide, oh, it's my birthday, bitch. I'm turning up today. I intentionally banned myself so that I could start back gambling on my birthday, April 16th, 2026, if I decide to. It's not a cop-out. It's the truth. You need to say it's a cop-out to feel better about yourself because I make complete sense, right? The fact that I'm able to own that I have a compulsive gambling addiction and that's why I don't have shit to show for it because I gambled, it's the truth. Now that you have the truth, you don't want to deal with reality. You want to say, it's the cop-out. It's the truth. I real deal gambled it, bitch, on camera. And off camera, real bad. So it's the truth. So now I got to deal with facts. The fact is, I don't have shit to show for all of my hard work, 5 years of hard work on social media because I gambled it. That's okay. Now what we going to do next? And that's the part we're working on. What's next? The thing is, a lot of you guys would love for me to stay stuck in a ball, boohoo crying about my losses. But I won't. I did that before. It changes nothing. Truth is, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. A lot of y'all have comprehension skills. I mean, lack comprehension skills. That's why you guys can't understand. Some of y'all questions not even worth me answering over on YouTube because you're slow. Slow. Remedial. All right, anyways, back to Facebook. I'm about to get my phone and I'm gonna go live on TikTok. Is it a TikTok class with Peach? Yep, so it's a TikTok live class with Peach. Look and learn. My website is wakeupwithpeach.com. I don't think I made no sales because I wasn't focused on sales, but I'll be live all day throughout the day. All day throughout the day. All right, there we go. Let me see. If I made a sale, I'm gonna be shocked. All right. Thank you so much. Not everybody wants to buy a house, truth be told, but I want a house. Tara. So let's be very clear. I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house. I want to own a house, cash. That has always been my goal since I got on the internet. However, my compulsive gambling addiction made me lose sight of what I wanted. Instead, I like to gamble, and I had fun. I had a ball. So that's the truth. When you're not ashamed of anything, it's power. They can't dangle anything over you. It's like it's nothing nobody could say to me that could make me go. Ah! So they don't have power over me. So they don't know how to control me. I can't be controlled. I can't be. Maybe autism does. I have autism. I'm okay with that. Thank you so much. All right. So, anyways, let me see if I made a sale. I doubt it. I made a sale. I sold one ticket during this live stream. That was good. Now imagine when I come back and I'm actually generating sales on purpose. Let me shout out my one order. Hold on. Who bought something from me? Who the fool today? Who bought something? And listen, y'all already get these tickets as soon as you order, etc. You obviously not a part of the Peach Patch. I got to answer all these questions. You're gone. Peach got really thick skin. She don't let people hurt her feelings. My feelings get hurt sometimes. Shout out to Jazz. I want to say it's Jasmine, but it's spelled different. But I feel like that's not how you say it. But thank you. I appreciate you. All right. You still got bothered, though, when people talk. You have no dignity. So you're not going to be shamed. That don't make sense to me. Can you explain it a different way? I have autism. I have autism. Can you explain it to me differently? Please? I don't understand. All right. My website for my TikTok class is wakeupwithpeach.com. You know how people like to say, she lied. I'm going to cover the person's last name. I hear Toot ready to go. I own 2 houses, but my biggest mistake was buying in an HOA. Understand? I don't want to have a mortgage. That's just not my desire. I could get a mortgage. Thank you so much. You're a sellout for sure. How am I a sellout? I never wanted to be like a po nigga. If me being a sellout is the fact that I don't want to be no po ass food stamp getting welfare motherfucking recipient, Section 8 living, if that makes me a sellout, I'm okay with that. That was never my goal. I've been selling out prior to being on YouTube. I been ain't want that life. I been ain't want that life. I got on Section 8 10 years ago. I been ain't want that life. If I need it though, if you hoes would get off of it, I could go back when I need it. And then I could fix my life again. But unfortunately, because you hoes been on Section 8 and living in the projects for 20, 30, 40, 50 motherfucking years, I couldn't go back even if I needed. Pity me. All right. That ain't cool to make fun of autism. How is it not cool, Davis? I have autism. I literally just told the story where you're not here. I have autism. So sometimes people explain things and I can't understand. I have autism. Is it because I'm saying it with a smile? Thank you. If that's what made me a sellout, though, I'm okay with that. That whole sitting there trying to think now. Yeah, I'm a sellout because I don't want to be on government assistance. Yeah, I'm a sellout because I don't want my kids to get no black feet and empty little tummies, plastic bag because they ain't never had an empty little motherfucking tummy. Yeah, won't get free lunch. Yeah. 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 All the assistance you getting, girl. I don't get assistance. No, I don't. I know it's hard to believe it, but I don't. Got 9 kids, no food stamps. I know it's hard. Just spent 2 racks in a grocery store. Do, 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 do. Cash. Do, 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 do. You're mad. Do, do. All right, anyways, I've been on here cutting up. The goal is to not depend on the government. Exactly. You utilize it for when you need it, and then you become self-sufficient. I'm big on self-sufficiency. You should pride yourself on being able to take care of your family. You really should. Now, when you have those benefits and you're eligible for them, use them all. Be smart. Be smart. Use them all. Don't be the dumb bitch that don't get WIC because you got food stamps. You're a dummy. You're a dummy. Yes, feeding empty little tummies hurt my feelings. Feeding empty little tummies. Feeding empty little tummies. I can't even sleep some nights. I just think about, oh my goodness, the way they racially profiled my children. My children now need therapy, and I do too. Somebody has to pay for this. All right. They hurt me so bad. Every time I think about that, the fact that they're misappropriating government funds and feeding children who aren't food deprived, and the fact that the women on the internet are now picking on my children because of this. Meanwhile, they should have been outraged because their children are actually food deprived. And an organization that was sent to help their poor, little food deprived children is taking food out of their children's mouths and giving it to children who don't need it. Don't need it, but they didn't get outraged. They didn't say, hey, if you guys don't give food to children who don't need it, perhaps you could send more food to my food deprived child. Hmm. Perhaps we could get more quality food. Hmm. But I understand everybody's elevators don't go to the penthouse. They're poor. Most poor people are poor because they're not educated. Most people are poor because they lack critical thinking skills. Most people that are poor because they lack self advocacy skills. They're on drugs. They're on drugs. So they can't even think right. They have to depend on other people to feed their children. It goes back into what we were saying earlier. You literally have to sit there and wish, hope, and pray that a dumb man, comes and steps up for you and your bastard children. Now, not only that, you have to hope and pray that feeding empty little tummies come feed your poor, food deprived children that only eat because they're at school. They only eat because you're so poor they qualify for free lunch. And I'm not making this up. They literally went on the news and said it about you all. Now we back on this shit when y'all brought it up. Oh, y'all want me to shut up because y'all feelings hurt. Not gonna shut up. I didn't bring it up. You did. You all said, oh, feeding empty little tummies hurt your feelings. They sure did. I'm devastated. They hurt my children's feelings as well. I'm devastated about that. Mm-hmm. And Lakewood Ranch Preparatory Academy did as well. But I understand you don't get it. Not because You don't want to get it. You don't get it because you can't get it. And the reason why you can't get it is the same reason why they send home those black bags for your children, because you are poor. Not only are your children food deprived, but their parent lacks comprehension skills and an education. Do you need me to explain it a different way? I don't mind. The truth always sounds offensive at first, yet it hurts. Peach, we know you feed and take care of your kids. That's good that you know. Now millions of others know as well. Now I know some of you guys don't see getting a free plastic bag filled with free food meant for food deprived children as a big deal because your children get it and you guys are so happy to get it, but that's because you're fucking poor. I'm not poor. I don't need it. I have the right to be offended. They literally write to the government how many poor kids they have to feed, why they need that money, why the kids' parents can't feed them because they fucking crackheads and on opioids. Bitch, I ain't on neither. Never have been, never will. Mm-mm. Oh, I hate her. She's so confident and cocky and is. Very hurt about it, Ray J. I have no problem admitting that. Very hurt about it. Outraged about it. And the fact that you look poor every time you step out, very poor. That's the difference. I can look poor. If you feel like me wearing my natural hair is poor looking, that's fine. Me shopping at Walmart and City Trends is poor, that's fine. But the truth is, when we look at money, when we compare incomes, I'm not poor. You are. And you look rich. And that's the problem. It goes back to what my YouTube video said. It ain't where you live, it's how you live. A lot of y'all have that mindset still. I no longer have that belief system, right? So you don't look poor. Your kids got Jordans, their hair is always done, they got their nails done, you got your nails done, but bitch, you poor. You're poor on paper. You're poor. The neighborhood you live in says that you're poor. The school your kids go to is poor. I've been poor. I've been poor. I know what poor looks like. It might feel good, but then when we look at the golden eggs, what they at? Prison, juvenile detention centers. Now what you doing? Calling a daddy crying. You need to talk to your son. I thought you didn't need no nigga. I thought you was a strong black woman, proud single woman, single mama. Not all of a sudden, it's 8:01. I gotta wrap this up. Not all of a sudden, now you need a daddy. I thought you didn't need no daddy. Oh, you only want the daddy to come when the child start getting in trouble. Gotcha. All right. Sometimes the richest people walk around poor. I know. You a real life coach. Thanks, Peach. Keep inspiring. Thank you, Bill. You teaching the people now. Got my notebook. Some of them won't get it because they can't. It's not that they don't want to. They really can't understand. You're living in poverty. You're surrounded by impoverished motherfuckers. Everybody has the same mindset. If you ride past the corner store right now, we got grown black men standing on the corner at 7 a.m. getting fucking drunk. That's your normal. Everybody go to grandma's house every single day, but won't clean that motherfucker. That's your normal. Everybody around this bitch get food stamps, but yeah, everybody hungry, ain't no food in the house because they sold it for drugs. That's your normal. And you're mad because that's not my normal. I don't want it to be. You're mad because I'm the apple that rolled down the street. All right. Anyways, your mouth been wide open whole video. Oh my God. I know. Isn't it nice? I have all my teeth, including my wisdom. No cavities. No cavities. No cavities. I know it's rare. I know it's kind of challenging for you all to see a black woman with 9 children and a husband, and she doesn't receive any government assistance anymore. And she's confident, and she's natural. She has the money to get veneers, and she chooses to keep her natural teeth because she likes them. She has the money to get her body done. She can even get it done absolutely free. And she refuses because she likes it. She feels like if she wants a different body, she needs to work to get it. And if she doesn't work to get it, that means she doesn't want it bad enough. So, oh, motherfucking well. I know it's hard because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would have went and got your teeth done. You would have went and got a new body, yaddy. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. You're more of a Cardi B kind of bitch. But as you guys could see, Cardi B has the lowest self esteem. She's changed everything, and self esteem is still low. Teeth done, body done multiple times. But everybody say, oh, Cardi's so fine. All right, anyways. Any other questions before I go? I'm about to go. Stay on your grind, teaching others. You definitely be on point. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Peach just have the title of being married, but she lives like a single mom. No, I don't. You wish. I like that you've been on here though, helping with the engagement. I don't make that much money on YouTube. I barely get on here for a live stream, right? So I appreciate you. But I thought you was leaving. I thought you was leaving. You said, I'm finna go. You have a great day. Now you still here watching. Oh, pitiful, right? So, anyways, what I was going to say is I forgot. Just lost my train of thought. Anyways, I'm gonna see you hoes in a little bit. I'll be back. I'm gonna drop some kids off to school, and then I'll be back, and I'm gonna make a lot of money. Girl, no, you're not. I made like $1,000 today. It's not a lot of money. I mean, for some, it is $1,000 in a day. There's a lot of money. Peaches, that's a lot. But that's my goal. I'm gonna make $1,000 selling my tickets to my class today. Class tonight will be phenomenal. Thank you, Mrs. White. But yeah, my content is for those who want better. They strive to be excellent. You single as fuck. More than half the time, Wood don't even see her. That's a lie. Y'all wish I was single. I'm very much legally married, and I don't wear a wedding ring. I'm very much legally married. My kids very much have a daddy in their home. I very much have a husband that comes home every night. A husband that cooks and cleans and slings diggling. I know you don't have that. I have a husband that I could go like this too. I can literally be in the bed and go like this, and services are rendered. Meanwhile, you can't. Meanwhile, you woke up with a wet pussy and some dry pockets. Yeah, watching Peach and McNTYRE eat you up for breakfast. All right, bye.